Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me offering you a reading. I will not be soliciting you for anything in the comment box, okay? So just to know that that person is a scammer. Don't be scammed. Okay, with that said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Fantastic. And now let's see your chakra energy for this time. Aquarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Now with the chakra energy, this is going to be the energy that's a bit blocked during this time where you need to pay just a little bit more attention. So we have here visualization, the third eye chakra. So here with visualization, this is going to be really focusing on what you are envisioning for yourself. There are a lot of times where we do mindless visualization, and the third eye chakra is saying here, be very, very mindful of what you are envisioning for yourself because you're calling it forward. we're going to go into this more in just a moment. And then we have here Mother Earth. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below your feet. You are going to be very impacted by, it sounds odd to say, but by the earth around you, okay? By the weather around you, by the phases of the moon, by, all these things that correlate with the earth, okay? These are going to be affecting you. If you live by the water, it's going to be by the tide, okay? So here, just be very, very mindful of this. Like, it's even going to get to the point where if a storm is coming, you can see your temper rising, or you can see yourself having kind of a shorter fuse or feeling the tension all through. It's mainly going to be, it's going to start in your arms, kind of rest in your shoulders. It can be in your lower back and in your legs too, but mostly in your feet. But you're going to feel it, and it's going to come out. Yeah, Spirit is really showing it mainly here within your arms. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Then we have here dreams, again, the third eye chakra coming into play. This is a time where your dreams are going to be giving you messages. Now, you aren't going to really want to listen to your dreams because you're going to sit there and either say, oh, that was a freaky dream, or you could be like me, not really remember your dreams when you wake up at all. You could come to the point where when I was younger, I used to say, I don't dream. And people used to inform me, like, you do dream, because if you didn't dream, you would be dead. So here, there's going to be a sense of your dreams having power, but you not really being aware of them. So let's see what the tarot has to say so we can dive into this just a little bit deeper. The left-hand side is going to be your inner self. The middle, your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So we have here the King of Swords. It starts off with you, Aquarius. You're represented by the swords in the major arcana, by the star in the swords in the minor arcana. There we go. The star in the major arcana. You then have the 10 of Wands. So you're definitely walking away from something. You're also easing your load in something that has seemed unbearable for you for quite some time. Then you have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Time frame May 21st to June 20th. Gemini is also an air sign energy, so very strong Gemini presence, and the 2 of Pentacles. Then you have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd, the 10 of the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the repeat of the number 10 in the same line shows that a change is really coming forward powerfully for you. Then you have the King of Cups, which is a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, very strongly building off of the Cancer energy here. And then you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. You have the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, which is, the Queen of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the Ace of Wands, so a gift of fire and passion definitely coming forward. And then you are rooted in the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy playing off of the Queen of Pentacles, because Taurus is an earth sign energy represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana. Time frame is April 20th to May 20th. Okay, so what I'm seeing here in correlation with the chakra cards, when we have visualization, you have yourself coming through as a king within your inner self. In the public arena, you are more of a queen. So a queen for me is somebody more behind the scenes. Very much think of it as a director, whereas the king is the actor upon the stage. So here, within your inner self, you're very much taking control. You're looking at things. You're seeing where it is that you want to be. The visualization, being mindful, is that you're going to be visualizing the negative as well as the positive. And so here in the public arena, when you are behind the scenes, when you are looking at things, kind of putting things together in the way that you want them to be, you're going to run into a bit of mishaps, a bit of stumbling at times, because what you're visualizing can be the greatness, right? But there's also going to be the doubt that's coming forward, and you're going to be acting out both scenes within your mind. I know I do this all the time, where I sit there, and especially before I became less mindful, but before I became more mindful, when I was less mindful, I would sit there and act out the horrible thing in my head, and also like, what would I say? How would I deal with it? And then also act out the good thing. But I like to pay more attention to the bad thing because it was kind of just more dramatic within my own mind. So here, and I wanted to be prepared for it, what I didn't realize I was doing was calling forward the negative thing because it was where I was focusing more of my attention. So here, within your mind and within your heart, you're going to really be looking at things and say, well, what if they fail? What if things fall apart? What if, things get worse? How would I react? How would I be? And yes, it can help. It can help to kind of face things. But what you're going to find is that it stunts you because you're visualizing the wrong thing. Visualization, we laugh at it. We sit there and say, oh, manifestation, I read The Secret. I watched The Secret. It didn't work. Well, The Secret isn't just simply, think it and it will be. It's creating new pathways within your mind. Because the scary thing about our mind, and also the marvelous thing, is that we don't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you're visualizing something, your mind doesn't know that you're not living it. So that's why you have to be very mindful of what to visualize. But if you visualize wealth and prosperity and success, now note that you're going to be getting that wealth, prosperity, and success the way divinity visualizes it for you, not the way that we see it on television. So you might never become a Kardashian, but you will become secure within your life, which I think is really quite a good place to be. Now, the Earth Mother, that is very much here. You are rooted in change, you are rooted with your angels, but you're also very rooted, connected to the earth. And you're going to be affected by the earthly plane very powerfully in your waking world, okay, in the public arena. This is a time where you are very affected by nature, okay? And so just as Spirit stated before through me, that if you're having a storm coming, you can feel it. You can feel your body getting more tense. You can feel yourself, kind of having that storm build within you. You are going to need an outlet, whether that is just conversing, like taking that time to converse with your spirit guides during this time, saying, what is this energy coming through me? How am I looking at things? Whether it's working out, whatever it is, this is a time to harness that energy. You could also harness that energy with romantic experiences because that could very much build that pleasure and that passion between you and your partner, or just within your life. So here, just be mindful that that is going to take you by surprise. Then we have dreams. Dreams are going to be powerful. Dreams are speaking to your heart. They're telling you to release something because there's something more here for you to take up. Now you are coming through here as a king. You are powerful. You are cutting through doubts and fears. The King of Swords is the warrior king. So here, you are being a warrior within your inner self. You are cutting through doubts and fears. You are claiming your ground. You are knowing where to stand, but you are also using your mind powerfully and securely. You are sitting and seeing something more that has been out of your reach before. So as you embrace this power, you embrace you. Know that the King of Swords is always a wielder of a weapon. The swords are always a weapon, and the swords always represent air sign energy. You have the power to have your mind be a forceful, fierce weapon. Okay, Aquarius? And if you claim that, you become unstoppable. If you shy away from that, life becomes very hard because you get cut on the edges of what you were blessed with. So this is going to be a time to look at who you are and what you want. This doesn't mean you stand in front of a group of people or on a podium or whatever. It means that you speak your truth within your life. You think, you imagine, and you become. And this opens up a door for you in a way that gives you the power of your voice, has you be that powerful force within this earth and within your life. And it leads you to releasing a lot of the negativity that you have been carrying for quite some time. With the 10 of Wands, you are releasing what you no longer want. You are also releasing what you can no longer carry. It can be that you want to carry it. You want to sit there and say, I can do everything. Because Aquarius, your power, one of your main powers, comes from your connection with others and seeing what it is that your soul deeply desires and bringing that forward. So you don't like to let things go. Not in a bad way, but it can be in a bad way. It can be holding on to things that need to be released. What Spirit is showing here is that as you step back and say, I have to carry my own dreams, and I also have to, instead of carrying them, live them. I cannot carry anybody else's life purpose for them. I cannot heal their path. I cannot make it easier, even though we want to. You can be there for somebody, and that can kind of help things, but you cannot alleviate their burdens, their doubts, their fears, their angers. You just can't. That is a path that they have to watch and walk. And it can be very upsetting for you to watch them live it. But it is something where you have to step back and say, now it is your time. Either you fly or you fall. And I will be here for you if you fall. But I cannot be dragged down with you. And that's going to be a very important distinction that you have to make, Aquarius, because you can easily be dragged down with that person because you want to raise them up. Here, there's the oxen. So there is this person, there's this being that helps you carry what needs to be carried. That's also your angels and your spirit guides. Your heart is rooted in your angels. During this time, you are rooted in this coming together of passion and understanding. So having a release, having a way to sit there and say, this is what I want from life. This is what I desire. This is what I need. This could be talking to a best friend. This could be journaling. This could be, talking to your angels and your spirit guides or somebody in your family that you just really always trust. Here, it is not carrying the load, the burden by yourself. And it's also knowing that you have choices. You have power. And it leads you to the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is calling love into your life. This is very powerful. Now, for you, Aquarius, you are represented by the star. So you are that shining, bright brilliance. When you are aligned correctly, you are the highest form of man's perfection, which sounds like a big thing, and it is. But it means that you radiate your truth, compassion, love, and light. When you have the Lovers come in to play, you are going to find that, yes, Gemini energy calls to you because it's also air sign energy. So you have this quickness of mind, you have this wit that you're really drawn to. You also have this duality of understanding. This and that are true. You can see the different paths that need to be walked, the different powers that need to come forward. With the Lovers, what you are seeing here is the power of the heart, is the coming together of the soul, is the falling in love with life, but falling in love with the duality of the self, with the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, with the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. And as you move forward in that power, you are starting to realize and honor the temple within you, the power within you, the truth within you, because I'm really seeing here very much the connection between temperance, the light and the light and the night, the day and the night coming together. And so this is going to be what you are embracing within the Lovers. You're also embracing the sensuality of being. Within a partnership, I very much believe in Carezza. It's the art of building that bond without, and I try to say this in a way that YouTube doesn't get upset with. So in a way where it's that intimacy between partners without the final release of ecstasy. That's the true practice of it. And that's a continuing of it forever. Now, you do not have to do it that way. This is a sense of just building that intimacy, building that connection, building that touch, that feel, that sense of becoming. It's not becoming one, because I don't believe we become one. I believe we become psychically highly connected to the other person in a way that their soul speaks to your soul and their power speaks to your power. And that's what I'm seeing here for you. And Aquarius, that's the way you need to love. And it's not only falling in love, with a partner that way. It is falling in love with your life that way, embracing that sensuality of being and having it become part of your day-to-day life. So here, there is very much a sense of, as you are embracing your passion and your power, you are embracing you. You are calling forward that which has been ignored for too long. And this is a time to embrace your sensuality of being without feeling embarrassed because of it, or without thinking that it has to be one certain way. There is a release here that is very powerful for you, and it leads you to the balancing of everything that you have been trying to do. And it's going to really be focusing you within your body. Now, when you become within your body, when you are really aware of being in your body, this becomes a time where, yes, heightened pleasure can absolutely be obtained, but this also becomes a time when you become in the present, because you cannot be fully within your body and be living in the past or be living in the future. One is a construct of dreams, the other a construct of pains, doubts, and disappointments. So here, there is a sense of moving forward in the present, and there is a sense of looking at everything that you are balancing and saying, I also have to make time for me. Now, I understand when Spirit said, a construct of pains, doubts, and disappointments. You could be living in the past because it was a really good time, right? And you were really happy there. But why are you bringing that past forward? Because the present isn't where you want to be. It's not as happy. It's not as beautiful. It's not as joyful. So being in the present means looking at your truth and yourself and saying, yes, I might be hitting some bumps along the way. This might not be exactly what I envisioned, but it is who I am and it is where I need to be. So everything that you're trying to balance at this time, there's needing to be a release and saying, what do I need for me? Is it that you're trying to balance the spiritual and the practical? Is it that you're trying to balance being the domestic and also being, the worker? What is it that you are trying to balance within yourself? And how are you not giving yourself a break? How are you sitting there and saying, I just have to be perfect and I just have to live up to everybody's expectations and I don't want to feel like a failure or to have anybody doubt what I'm doing? So how much are you doing for you? And how much are you doing for the perceptions of others? So here, it's focusing on the inner self, focusing on the star, on the, this beautiful experience of being you and letting that light shine forward. You are crowned with the Chariot. Your heart wants to move forward in passion, in determination, in fire, in truth. There is a sense of, again, the subconscious, okay, with the dark horse, and the conscious with the white horse here coming forward. And that's what's leading your chariot. When we think of charioteers, we don't think of people who are highly skilled. We don't think of people who are daring. We don't think of pharaohs and kings and queens and emperors. But those are the people who rode in charioteers, who were charioteers. They were the highest trained. They were the most elite. So when you have your heart saying, I am a charioteer, I am the crowning force of movement that guides me through this world. This is you saying, this is me here and now. This is my power. This is my truth. This is where I stand. And this is what I want. It might not be of every moment of every day, but it is within the moments of consciousness, the moments of coming together, and the moments of realizing your heart. And as you realize your heart, and as you are moved forward in it, and you let yourself listen to it speak, you let yourself listen to it feel, you let yourself be, it moves you more gracefully and more graciously into the existence of who you are and what you are becoming. And it moves you to the wheel of fortune. It moves you to a change that needs to come within your life. The wheel of fortune is entering into a new season. Now we have our highs and our lows as we enter into this new season, because a lot of times we want to live in the springs and the summers. We want to live in the beautiful weather all the time, everything just being smooth and easy. Life isn't like that. And there is a beauty in each season of being. So right now, I live in the Northern Hemisphere in a rather cold and relatively rural place. And so when winter comes, it comes hard, it comes strong, and it is fierce. So here, there is that season and honoring that season. And so when we are facing a winter, when we are facing a fall, when we are facing beginnings and endings, we are facing truths that maybe we ourselves do not want to see at times. But it is knowing that there is beauty within all phases of life, of understanding, of mental development, of where we need to be. And it is finding the wisdom within that truth. And it is, again, the balance of the subconscious and conscious mind as you are calling forward your truth and your power, as you're seeing where you stand and why you stand there. And what you're seeing here, as you embrace where you are, is you're really embracing who you are. Your heart is telling you, this is who I am. This is who I need to be. I cannot be more and I cannot be less, but you have to look at me. So the thing that we humans believe, we either believe that we're all emotion or we believe that we are all logic. Now, I believe that we are emotional beings. Why? Because I believe that we come from a place of feeling. I believe that is the root of humanity. But if we are all emotion, okay, that leads to chaos. Those lead to the people who you just see are like emotional messes all the time. And if we are just logic, those are the people who kind of are shut down, who are very practical, who are very logical, who are very step by step people. And if you are embracing emotion, you don't want to embrace step by step and kind of logicking it out and saying, well, this is why I feel that way. Because explaining your feelings all the time gets annoying, or justifying your feelings all the time gets annoying. What the King of Cups is saying is that, yes, you are an emotional being. You are also a logical being. So this is coming into balance with your emotions and your logic. This is finding that balance within yourself, because both the kings are coming forward. The King of Cups is at your heart, within your heart, and the King of Swords is crowning you within your inner self. So your logic and your emotion is quite strong. And it's really cool, because the kings and the queen are within their rightful spots. So the King of the Heart is here, the King of the Mind is where it needs to be, ruling your inner self. The Queen of Prosperity is ruling your public self. So you really are in balance where you need to be. You just need to not take on so much. And what you're seeing here is you're calling forward the power of you. Now with the King of Cups is that he knows that he only rules himself. He cannot rule anybody else. So the King of Cups rules himself. He rules his truth, he knows his truth, and he steps into his power. And that's what you are doing. You are stepping into your power. You are saying, this is me, and I cannot change it. Even if I wanted to, I will not be changing it. This is my power, this is my truth. Not even if I wanted to, I would not be changing it. No, that is, because Spirit had me say it. It's kind of like, even if you wanted to change who you fundamentally are, you cannot change it. So if you're sitting there and saying, I fundamentally have brown hair, right? But I'm going to dye it. You can't change your hair color. You can change what people perceive. So if you have a bad temper, you do not change the fact that you get easily annoyed at people. That's not going to change. What's going to change is how you handle it, because you are now aware that you are the ruler of your existence. It's like everybody is the king of their own kingdom, themselves. And so as you are embracing this, you are embracing your truth. Now you might find, not that you have a bad temper, but you can find that you give too easily, or maybe you are easily gullible. Like you want to believe the best in everyone. And so you give with your full heart, your full soul, and people take advantage of it. It's like live from your truth. Stand in your truth and say, I'm not going to be a mean person, but I'm also not having to take on everybody's burdens and save everyone. There is power that comes simply through listening, and I will embrace that power. But I will also embrace my truth, because you'll find here, Aquarius, and you really will, that you spread yourself too thin. Be the king of your existence. But kings also know when to draw lines and what can be changed and what cannot. So that's going to be very powerful for you to say, this is who I am. Flaws, blessings, your greatest, what do they say? Your greatest gifts are also your greatest weaknesses. So you're going to be seeing that within yourself. Temperance is balance. You are finding your balance because your angels are right behind you. Your angels are guiding you in a way that make them paramount within your existence. That angelic guidance is going to be leading you in the balance of yourself, of where you want to be, of what you desire. It's funny because you have in your inner self, yourself kind of out of balance. You're balancing everybody else or everything else, but you're not balancing you. In your heart, your angels are helping you. Balance who you want to be, where you want to be, find that harmony. And you might find that the harmony you seek is not the harmony that is projected on television. You might find that your harmony is quite different and quite beautiful because it's in alignment with you. It's embracing your song and your truth. It leads you then to things moving really, really quickly in your external world. So in the public arena, you're going to have a lot of change coming forward. And it's kind of like ready or not, here it comes. And it makes you look at your prosperity. Now, it can be that you're questioning your prosperity. How do I move forward? Where is my bounty? What is my calling? What is for me? For a lot of Aquariuses, you give to everybody else, but you don't see your blessing. And if you're seeing your blessing, you're going to find yourself moving very powerfully forward in a way that you hadn't anticipated, in a way that you hadn't expected. The change that comes forward is a change that you need, a change that you desire, a change that you want, but also a change that you are afraid of. And as you step into this power, you step into this truth. The Queen of Pentacles is you seeing your prosperity, is seeing the bounty and the brilliance that divinity has given you, and saying, this is my gift. This is my passion. These are the seeds that I am nourishing within myself and the way that I am nourishing my gifts. And it doesn't have to be that anybody else sees them or understands them. What it has to be is that you see and understand yourself. And what you're doing here is, as you're seeing your particular talents, your particular blessings, your particular bounty, you're seeing yourself with the Ace of Wands, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, opening up in your third eye this passion. And that's why the burning away of the blockages of your visualization, of your dreams, is going to be so important as you embrace your truth. Meaning that there is going to be a truth that comes that maybe you will not be fully cognizant of as it comes. But as you embrace the knowledge of your heart, if you don't sit there and have to kind of figure out the whys and how comes about everything, but say, this is the path that feels right. Like, this is what Spirit is calling me to be. Because a lot of times we logic ourselves out of things. You embrace the heart, you embrace this gift. And this gift then becomes your road to enlightenment, joy, bliss, passion, power, beauty. The Hierophant is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And the Pope in medieval times was the King of Kings. He could tell kings and emperors what to do. You are rooted in the public arena with the ability to tell kings, emperors, queens, empresses what to do. There is a power in living your truth. And it's a power that makes even the most powerful of people's heads turn towards you, whether you want it or whether you don't. You are ascending. You are saying, this is my truth. This is my brilliance. This is what I was born to be and who I was born to be. And it starts to raise you in a way that you hadn't anticipated. It starts to bring you on a road, on a journey that you're sitting there and you're like, I never thought this would be me. I never thought this would lead me on this path. But you're going to find that it does. So listen to divinity during this time. Talk with your angels and your spirit guides. Listen. Say at night, before you go to sleep, talk to your spirit guides and say, please guide me in my dreams. Please guide me in my understanding. And you will find that even if you wake up not knowing your dreams, you will wake up and be getting ready for the day, like in the shower or brushing your teeth. And all of a sudden, ideas will come to you. All of a sudden, things will start to come to you. And you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, that lines things up. And it starts to build you on a path that you hadn't expected, but always desired. Now let's see here, as we go deeper, what the cards have to say. Aquarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Ooh, goodness. And of course, those fell, so let me grab them for you, because they're what you need to be seeing. Hold on one moment. My squeaky floor and my squeaky chair. Fantastic. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And 2 bonus cards. Fantastic. Okay. And let's look at the people. The personal energy, not the personal energy, the energy of people that you have to be mindful of. So let's see here. February 1st to the 15th, 2021. Aquarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Okay. So we start here with the Chariot energy. Now these are going to be people, you're crowned with the Chariot within your heart. These are going to be people who are emotionally quite unstable. They're letting their emotions drive them forward. And this is going to be something that you can easily get swept up in Aquarius. You really, really can. You can easily get swept up in the power of their emotions, the power of their heart, sitting there and saying, I can help you, let's work in this together. They're not going to want help. They're going to want somebody to kind of feed off of, leech off of, and they're going to want a new person to tell their emotional trauma drama to. That's going to be what they want. They want no healing. They just want to let themselves be swept away by it. So just be very mindful of that. Then you have the Prince of Swords. This is somebody who uses words as a weapon, very much so. Words are a weapon. They like to play kind of mind games with people, think that they're smarter than everybody else. Be mindful of that. Kind of be very dismissive, kind of offhanded insults where you sit there and you're like, seriously? Like, okay, And then the King of Pentacles, somebody who's very rigid, somebody who, everything has to be done just a certain way. And you're going to sit there and be like, why not change it up? Why not do things differently? But they have to do things just a certain way. And that's not really going to jive with you. You want exploration. So we have here the King of Swords over the King of Swords. So you are fierce. Then we have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles coming through, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift. It's of prosperity within your heart. You have the Queen of Cups, a rising, and the Six of Cups, a balancing, coming into play. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, so you're definitely taking this gift. The Page of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups, and they all live happily ever after, which is beautiful. You have the Four of Wands and the Moon, which is Pisces energy right here. Time frame February 19th to March 20th. For those of you born on the cusp with Pisces, that energy is really coming forward, which can make you very, very, very sensitive. Also, if you have your rising in Pisces or your moon in Pisces, this is a time where you feel things very, very, very intensely. And it can almost be too intensely. It's like if you have a strong Pisces in your chart, you can be easily prone to depressions. I'm not saying this to speak negativity over you. I'm saying this for clarity, because you feel things so deeply that when most people just go surface value, you go deep, you dive deep. You dive deep into the emotions of others. You dive deep into the fears that you have. You also dive deep into the joys. So when you are elated, you're like absolutely positively elated. When you are down, though, you are down. So just be very mindful of that during this time, okay? Especially with your sensitivity to Mother Earth, to weather, to the patterns of the moon. Just be very mindful. You have the King of Swords. Over the King of Swords, over the Ten of Wands, you are releasing, because you are cutting through the doubts and the fears, the negativity that you do not want in your life anymore. You are also embracing the truth that has been held back within you. You are embracing where you need to stand, and you're cutting through a lot of silence, a lot of misplaced anger and fear, and it's bringing you to a place of passion, to the lovers, to the sexual energy coming forward, to your sensuality really coming forward, and to falling in love with the essence of you and letting that passion guide you. You're not afraid to roll up your sleeves. You're not afraid to go after what it is that you want. You're not afraid to embrace the change that you want within this world and to live by that change. It leads you to the Nine of Wands. The thoughts of others, the words of others. It's also balancing here with the Two of Pentacles, what you want and what others want from you. It becomes very loud, the thoughts and the wants of others. It's like, how do I still get to be me? And hear all of this. It's because they don't get to dictate your life. They don't get to dictate your truth. You embrace your passion. You embrace your power. You open up your eyes to you. And then you hear the rest of the world, yes. But they don't get to be a noose around your neck. They just don't. They don't get to be that weight dragging you down and keeping you from your brilliance, from your power, from your truth. They don't get to drown out your voice. And that's what's happening in our world. Everybody's so busy shouting. That the people who aren't shouting, the people who want to connect, they're not able to, because the anger is just usurping all of that. And it's time to take things back. It's time to take things back to a place of love and respect, honor and compassion. And it leads you to that seed of prosperity that's being planted within your heart. It leads you to the bounty and the beauty in the smallest things, in the things that are so easily overlooked by others. And it has you entering into a new season, letting your heart be your guide. And it has you with the over the king here, embracing the Queen of Cups. So this is, I really do see this as this beautiful coming together of energy, coming together of love, this beautiful it's this beautiful evolution of spirit and soul, but also this beautiful way of evaluating your spirit, your soul, your desire, your grace, your abundance. And it leads you to finding a balance, but also drawing a line. The Six of Pentacles is for me the Justice card, but it's also showing balance. It's showing a sense of discernment, balance, honoring yourself, finding the way to move forward when it feels like it's such a hard road. And it leads you to the Page of Pentacles. It leads you to being a student of prosperity as you embrace being a queen of this prosperity. It's like, how do I keep on learning to keep on calling this abundance forward? How do I keep on expanding my knowledge to stand in the place within my world that I want to be? Because change is coming at you fast. Things are coming at you fast. You might not be realizing it right now, but there is a fundamental change that you will be seeing, like kind of this as a spring off point for that change, for that movement forward. And it has you being a student of what you want, of the passion that you're letting into your life, and of where you want to be. And as you're cutting through a lot of what you don't want, as you're seeing a lot of, so this is kind of like in school, right? So in school, you're made to learn everything, and you find out where your interests lie. You find out what really speaks to you. But if you weren't made to kind of look at everything, you would never know that maybe you had a real calling for advanced mathematics or advanced science or, deeper history. So here, what you're seeing is you're getting a taste of things and you're discarding things. You're saying, no, that's not me. And then you're looking at what is you, what moves you forward, what expands your mind, what has you looking at things differently, what has you calling forward, your pride and your power and this sense of profound truth. And that passion becomes what lights your world, but that knowledge becomes what grounds you. And then you have the 10 of Cups. As you embrace the essence of yourself, as you embrace your blessings, your skills, you move towards a happily ever after. You move towards what is right for you, not what is right for everybody else, but the love, the passion, the glory, the brilliance that is right for you. And it brings you to a fundamental place of celebration, of love, of coming together, of seeing what it is that you desire. This brings forward new job opportunities. This brings forward new living opportunities for you. This brings forward new opportunities within your life. If you're saying, Dan, I'm really happy where I am, this expands the happiness. This brings celebration into your being. This makes life a song. This makes movement a dance. This brings joy and laughter and brilliance forward. And it has you, yes, facing your fears, but also moving forward in a way that transcends doubts, that breaks through what you had thought your limitations were and what you had feared before, to let you see into the shadows and let you see that instead of it being the fear that defines you, it's the fear that you look at, you acknowledge, you give a voice to, but not an overpowering voice. You ask your subconscious, why am I afraid of this? Why can't I move forward this way? Why does this bring doubts and fears? And you can see when you do this, you can see trauma coming up from your childhood. You can see different parts of your life where your mind has taken this as failure, as, something to be really worried about. And so your subconscious is saying, don't try, don't do this. I'm keeping you safe by keeping you afraid. Because for most of our human existence, our fight or flight mode, there we go, was based off of pure survival. Do I run from this bear? Do I not run from this bear? What do I do? Like the ice is breaking. What's going on here? Lions are coming. What's going on here? How do I react? But we don't have that. Most of us do not have that nowadays. So here, when we have the fight or flight mode coming in, all right, our bodies take that and look at the fear that we have. And it can be of public speaking. It can be of, going after that job. It can be of, having people laugh at you. And it makes it into this dire place, this survival mode. And it's not a survival mode. It's something that we need to look at and say, either I make this a part of my life, like I transcend the fear, or I'm good with the fear. I understand why it's there, and I respect the fear. And so here, that's what you're doing. And it opens up a new world to you because it puts you in the driver's seat. It doesn't let the fear become the ruler. It lets you become the powerhouse that moves you forward. Now let's see what your spirit animal has to say. Aquarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Ooh, fantastic. So we have the whale spirit. Trust in the great mysteries. You're not supposed to know everything. Trust in the mysteries that lay before you. The bat spirit, which says a rebirth is assured. You are being reborn into your power, into your truth. You're not the same person that you once were, and that is not a bad thing. And then we have the cow spirit. The miracles are endless. They are. They're just not as big as we want them to be. We want our miracles to be, Noah's Ark style. We want everybody else to see it as we rise above. But our miracles are small and they're gentle. They're little kindnesses from people. They're child's laughter. They're waking up in the morning. They're little, small miracles that we take for granted until they're gone. And then we miss them. So here, cherish the miracles. Cherish the small little wonders that make up every single day. Your subconscious spirit message, spirit animal message, is the coyote spirit. Trust in divine detours. Things haven't gone as you have planned. They just haven't, and they won't. Trust in divine detours. Trust in the twists and turns of life. They're really quite beautiful. Then we have your subconscious person message, which is the lovers. Let the love, let the passion, let the sensuality of life and of being in. It brings you to your subconscious chakra message. Clarity, the third eye chakra. You now have all 3 third eye chakra cards. Clarity comes in, insight comes in, truth comes in. Let it guide you. Your subconscious tarot message. Is the Knight of Pentacles, slowly and steadily building your prosperity and defending that prosperity. It finally brings you to go deeper into that subconscious and brings you to the Emperor, claiming your throne, knowing that it is your right to rule your life as you see fit, embracing your power, embracing your truth, and walking in that glory. This also represents Aries energy. And the sacred masculine. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as you move forward in your powerful truth, as you embrace a happily ever after that has taken a lifetime and will continue to take a lifetime to build. But as you step into your own and find the balance of your truth, as you claim your power as a king and rule your life as a divine being. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.